Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that are happening on Friday, August 11, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Minnesota Twins vs Philadelphia Phillies. Minnesota entered Thursday losers of 2 straight as they were beaten by the Tigers Wednesday night on the road. The Twins stood 60-56 on the season and held a 4.5-game lead over the Guardians for the top spot in the AL Central race. On Wednesday, Minnesota finished with 7 hits with no player recording more than 1. Carlos Correa, his 14th, and Joey Gallo, his 18th, each hit homers in the defeat for the Twins, who went 2 of 7 with runners in scoring position in the game. Bailey Ober, 6-6, took the loss as he allowed 5 runs, 4 earned, on 11 hits with 1 walk and 9 strikeouts over 5 innings before departing. Dallas Keuchel takes the mound and makes his second start in the majors as he toes the slab for the Twins in this contest. He has no record with a 1.80 ERA, a 2.00 WHIP, 2 walks and no strikeouts on the season. In his season debut, which came Sunday at home against the Diamondbacks, Keuchel didn't factor in the decision. He threw 5 innings, allowing 1 run on 8 hits with 2 walks and no strikeouts in a game the Twins went on to win 5-3. Keuchel had been pitching in the minors with AAA St. Paul of the International League prior to being selected. He was 1-0 with a 1.13 ERA, a 1.25 WHIP, 12 walks and 28 strikeouts over 32 innings of work in 6 starts. Keuchel makes his 6th career start against the Phillies in this contest. He is 2-2 with a 2.67 ERA, a 1.22 WHIP, 11 walks and 17 strikeouts over 30.1 innings of work against them. Keuchel is 1-0 with a 1.38 ERA, a 0.923 WHIP, 4 walks and 12 strikeouts over 13 innings in 2 career starts at Citizens Bank Park. Philadelphia earned a decisive victory in the 3rd game of their 4-game set with the Nationals at home Wednesday night. The Phillies entered Thursday 63-52 and stood 2nd in the NL East, 10.5 games behind the Braves for the top spot. They held the top wild card spot in the National League playoff picture and stood 4 games clear of the Cubs and Reds to remain in the playoff field. On Wednesday, Philadelphia got 2 hits each from Trey Turner and Nick Castellanos, 2 runs, 3 RBI, to lead the way offensively. Castellanos, his 18th and 19th, homered twice in the game while Wes Wilson hit his first in the contest. Michael Lorenzen, 7-7, earned the win as he threw the 14th no-hitter in Phillies history, walking 4 and striking out 5, while throwing 124 pitches. Christopher Sanchez is on the mound for the Phillies here as he logs his 11th start of the season in the series finale. He is 0-3 with a 3.44 ERA, a 0.955 WHIP, 9 walks and 48 strikeouts over 52.1 innings of work this season. Sanchez didn't factor in the decision in his last start, which came against the Royals at home Saturday. He threw 5 innings, allowing 6 runs on 6 hits with 1 walk and 7 strikeouts in a game the Phillies eventually won 9-6. In his last 3 starts, Sanchez has no record with a 4.24 ERA, a 0.76 WHIP, 3 walks and 18 strikeouts over 17 innings of work. Sanchez, in his 33rd career Major League appearance and 15th start, pitches against the Twins for the first time here. He makes his 21st career appearance and 12th start at Citizens Bank Park here. Sanchez is 2-4 with a 4.52 ERA, a 1.182 WHIP, 17 walks and 65 strikeouts over 67.2 innings of work at the stadium. While Keuchel pitched well enough in his first start of the season Sunday, in quite a few ways he has to consider himself fortunate. He gave up 10 base runners in the opening 5 innings and caught a break as Arizona went 1 of 6 with runners in scoring position when he was in the game and 2 of 11 in those spots overall. Facing a team like the Phillies, who are capable of putting up crooked numbers on the board in a hurry with their power game, doesn't bode well for a guy like Keuchel. Sanchez has no wins in the majors this season, but he's pitched pretty well in his outings. Seeing how the Twins have sputtered again offensively of late, look for the Phillies to earn the win here at home to take the opening game of the set. Our team pick is Philadelphia Phillies money line. As previously noted, the Phillies are pumping out 6.6 runs over the last week plus of baseball. Even in losing situations, the offense is still coming to play. The Twins' offense was shut out recently but had also scored at least 5 runs in 5 of 7 games. Keuchel in just his second start of the season is obviously a question mark. He did allow a fair number of base runners in his first outing, and the Phillies are the type of team who take advantage of that. Sanchez got pummeled in his last start and has a penchant for giving up a couple long balls at a time, having allowed 2 home runs in 3 of his last 5 starts. The over is 4-2 over the last 6 meetings. Take the over. Oakland Athletics vs Washington Nationals. Oakland snapped a 2-game slide as they took the finale of a 3-game home series with the AL West leading Rangers at home Wednesday. The A's entered Thursday 33-82 on the year and were in the basement of the AL West, 35 games behind Texas for the top spot. They were 31.5 games behind the Blue Jays for the final wild card spot in the American League playoff picture. On Wednesday, Oakland finished with 7 hits with Jordan Diaz the lone player with 2 in the game. Zach Gelof hit his 6th homer of the season in the victory for the A's. Austin Pruitt didn't factor in the decision as he threw 2 innings, allowing no runs on no hits with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Freddie Tarnok, 1-1, earned the win in relief with 4 scoreless frames, allowing 2 hits with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Trevor May allowed a pair of hits in a scoreless 9th, striking out 1, for his 12th save. Paul Blackburn takes the hill for his 13th appearance and 12th start of the season for the A's in this contest. He comes in 2-2 with a 4.35 ERA, a 1.50 whip, 21 walks and 63 strikeouts over 60 innings of work this season. Blackburn didn't factor in the decision in his last start, which came against the Giants at home Saturday. He threw 6 innings, allowing no runs on 2 hits with 3 walks and 7 strikeouts in an eventual 2-1 A's victory. In his last 3 starts, Blackburn is 1-0 with a 1.56 ERA, a 1.27 whip, 6 walks and 19 strikeouts over 17.3 innings of work. Blackburn, in his 64th career appearance and 60th Major League start, pitches against the Nationals for the first time here. As a result, this marks his first career start at Nationals Park as well. Both teams are playing for the future as they have long faded out of the playoff picture. That means a lot of younger guys are getting opportunities to prove themselves in hopes of securing a spot on rosters next season. Washington has been a scrappy team that has played tough against opponents, regardless of how overmatched they may seem on paper. Oakland has been bad all season long, and it's tough to have faith in a team on the road that entered Thursday 49 games below the .500 mark. Blackburn has pitched well in his last 3 starts, but Washington has the better bats in this contest. That, coupled with home field, gives them the advantage in taking the opening game of this series. Our team pick is Washington Nationals money line. As highlighted, Blackburn has struggled in both night and away games. This suits the Washington offense well as they've been keen in the batter's box. The Athletics have hit the best away from home this season, and over half their homers have come on the road. Add to, Irvin has been vulnerable in terms of giving up the long ball. This will only aid Oakland's offense. Lastly, the Nationals finished July tying their monthly high in total home runs hit. Look for both offenses to find some success here. Take over 9.